program of the Napa
County Historical Society.
We have the privilege and pleasure of
sharing your memories of the past with the rest of us. That past lives on.
Hi, my name is Danielle Barreca with the Napa County Historical Society Board of Directors. Thank you for tuning in today. It is because of the support of members like you that we are able to still provide content during this challenging time. Please consider renewing your membership or gifting a membership to a friend or family member. Thank you, and we hope you tune in again.
Hi, I'm Nicole Riggs. I'm the research librarian here at the Napa County Historical Society. We have 4 poems that will be read to you today, and I will introduce you to 2 of our volunteers and the project highlights since they've started working here last fall. Inside the Garden Wall, a poem by Winfrey. My mummy says I am too small to play beyond the garden wall. Beyond the wall are lots of things. I'd see them too if I had wings. A robin comes most every day and washes in the fountain's spray, and then he flies away. But I must stay inside, for I can't fly. One day he perched up in a tree and told me all that he could see. I'm sure I'd like to see sometime, but Mummy says I must not climb. And Mummy says she cannot see how I know what he says to me, but when I tell her what he's saying, I think she knows I'm only playing. The robin told me of the zoo. I went there once with Sister Zoo. She cried to hear the lion roar. She's very young, but I'm past 4. When Mummy dear and Sue are gone, it's lonesome playing here alone. I'll tell you what I think I'll do. I'll make believe I have a zoo. The garden walks can make the pens and cages too, and big deep dens, and I'll have the flowers and plants be lions and bears and elephants. The hollyhock will be a lion. It stands so strong and proud and straight. But it is just a hollyhock if I should have to be out late. If I should come out for a toy at dark or after 6 o'clock, I'll know I'm just a little boy and it's a fuzzy hollyhock. A pansy is so beautiful, its little face is soft and funny. I'll make it a nice animal. Why, it can be a little bunny. The snowball bush down by the gate just grows up in a great big heap, so it will be a nice green hill, and those white balls are mountain sheep. And for a tiger with nice stripes, I guess I'll take this tiger lily, for it can't growl nor bite nor scratch. I guess you think that's kind of silly, but sometimes Sister Sue comes out and plays here with her little kitten. That's why my tiger must be nice. I would not want her scratched nor bitten. That thorny bush with bright green leaves, away off in the corner there, it scratches if you get too close. Well, that's a big old grizzly bear. And this round green bush over here is just the shape, so it will do for Jumbo. He's my elephant. You have to have one in a zoo. Now, when that robin comes again, he'll say I have the nicest zoo. And when I feed the animals, oh, that reminds me, now I'm hungry too.
When God gave man dominion over all the birds, the beasts, the fishes, and the sea, but left him prone and helpless on the earth, a serf to that rich soil which gave him birth, God paused, then said, why, he must find his freedom for himself. I'll give the thing a mind. If then he wishes in the dust to crawl, why, let him crawl. Impute it not to me. Now his God-given mind has set man free. He sails above and underneath the sea. He mounts the clouds in ecstasy and flies. His roaring motor whirls him home, or else he dies. Ah, better to plunge flaming from the height than never know the joy of free, untrammeled flight.
An excerpt of the poem Airplane by Winfrey. The pterodactyl soared on his membranous wings, and all the lower air was filled with buzzing things. This forms your whirring heart, your wings prodigious spread on latticed trusses of light tenuous alloy, and skin of gleaming sheets distilled from clay, or borne on spars of spruce that one time reared its head in somber forests of the north, with fragile ribs clad in a fabric spun from fibers of a weed which clever man has cultivated for his need. The dream that man has cherished for 10,000 years is realized. No longer fettered to the earth, he spurns the ground and joyful leaps into the sky. The thunder of his motor blasts the placid air and brings an awesome wonder to the feathered crew that soar so effortless at his vast waste of power. But man at last is peer of all the lesser things that have for eons sported in the air, for man has wings.
I present excerpts from Guy Winfrey's My Spring Eternal. I am lying on my couch awake, or perhaps I should say my mind is awake, for my body sleeps. It is bound to my couch, but my mind is awake and free. In the next room, or perhaps the room beyond, my daughter is playing on the violin, that sweetest of all melodies, the spring song, Mendelssohn's glorious spring song. And lying here awake but still asleep, my mind can see again the springs that I have seen. In California I found the desert of my dreams, and the sands and winds and glare of sun, and silences made real the thought that I someday should stand where the hand of man had not changed the face of nature. Here I saw an old volcano smoke which had been for centuries asleep or dead, and saw the glow of all the seething, furious fires below, lighting the heavens, saw the sea pounding its base, and the waves carrying the sand which fell from the sky, building beaches and retreating to return no more. I saw the glow subside where the sea had been. The winds played with the sand, building long dunes, and when built, these would destroy and build again. I saw the mighty hills arise. From force below toward the skies they reared their heads, and saw their veins of iron gold, of cinnabar and chrome. But coming to the present, I can scarcely put a name to the glory of the sunsets. They were never twice the same, and I love its cool, fresh mornings, and I loved its still, hot nights, as I love the barren stretches and its lava-covered heights. Ah, well, my thoughts move fast, the song is nearly done. But other springs I've also seen. I can remember one in the hills of eastern Oregon, where the air is pure and sweet. Through all the land for miles around, the pale green of the wheat was breaking, and the meadowlarks were bursting into song. How they sing to welcome springtime, when the winter has been long. But dearer far than all of these, the springs that I love best are in my Napa Valley home, the jewel of the West. Oh, California's fairest child, what shall I say of you? Wherever hills more stately, wherever skies more blue, when winter's rains have washed the air, in every mountain fold gleam the purple of the lupin and the yellow poppy's gold. And the floor of the valley is a mass of blooming trees, where their branches gently sway in the vagrant little breeze, which bears with it sweeter odors than the spicy wind that flows over Araby the blessed. And the veil of Cashmere's rose is not fragrant as the mustard mingled with the breath of prune, which the little breeze brings with it on a warm spring afternoon. The hills are ever changing, in the dawn they're far away. I love the cool breath of the morning that comes through my wide open windows at breaking of dawn. I love the warmth of the sunlight that pours over Mount George's shoulder and driving the mist away from the river until it is kissed, each tree and each flower on the broad valley's floor. It makes each day brighter than that which has gone, when the trade winds come fresh from Pacific's broad breast, and evening brings pleasures which noontime and morn have both of them lacked, and when the day is gone, I find that I have loved every part of it best. And so, as I lie on my couch, awake but still asleep, and my mind reviews the many springs which I have known, and though I am old and summer and autumn should have come to me, and winter should be now knocking at my door and saying, "We are old and white and cold and bowed from the weight of the seasons past. Should we not be brothers? Behold, I come to you, old man. Your spring is past and done. But I in my heart know that no season but spring, and winter is something which I shall never see. But ever in my heart is spring, and I know that they who look for spring and see it through the snow shall never know winter. So I lie here on my couch and am content to dream my dreams."
Thank you for tuning in today. We hoped you enjoyed the programming. Remember, you can social distance while still getting closer to local history.
History is very much alive.